Origins of Emmy Doolin. Daughter of Sergeant Doolin, a war buddy of Wolverine who was killed in the Canadian wilderness. She blamed Wolverine and the Hunter in Darkness for his death. Emmy Doolin was the daughter of Sergeant Doolin of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Sergeant Doolin encountered the Hunter in Darkness up in Buffalo Woods and shot the creature. The thing he shot turned back to look at him, and all Doolin could see in those eyes was something this side of pity. Emmy knew her father's encounter with the unknown was so unsatisfying, and it ate him up inside. Sergeant Doolin died a hero, bringing in a fugitive named Athabasca Ike and received a full inspector's funeral. Sergeant Doolin's friends in the Mounties said that Ike was ripped apart by claws and there had been a cover-up because a man named Logan had been involved. Emmy knew deep inside that the Hunter in Darkness killed her father and she wanted revenge. Emmy found out in the paper that a businessman named Ronald Parvenu spent millions on a hunting expedition into Canada to capture the Hunter in Darkness. Parvenu was using the Hunter as an attraction to lure people into his casino in Atlantic City. Parvenu would first display the Hunter in the middle of Times Square inside a cage as it was hoisted above the air by a helicopter. Parvenu was accompanied by a beauty named Yuriko, who actually was Lady Deathstrike. Wolverine, Jubilee, and Sabretooth watched the spectacle take place after the Hunter was revealed. Doolin had set up a sniping spot inside a hotel room adjacent to the stage. The Hunter was wounded by Emmy Doolin, and that's when Wolverine sprung into action. Wolverine came to help the Hunter and jumped onto its cage, but all hell would break loose when Lady Deathstrike and Sabretooth entered the fray. Parvenu would fly off in the helicopter when the cage holding the Hunter in Darkness crashed into a water tower and set the beast free. A slash fest takes place between Wolverine, the Hunter, Deathstrike, and Sabretooth. Doolin was shooting anyone that got in her way, and she wounded Lady Deathstrike, causing her to fall off the building. Doolin shot Wolverine and Sabretooth with mercury-tipped bullets that slowly overloaded their healing factor. The poison bullets induced hallucinations in both mutants and saw images of a security goon called Wrangler. Jubilee prevented Doolin from delivering the kill shot and a brief scuffle ensued. Doolin was about to bludgeon Jubilee with her rifle when Wolverine slashed it to pieces. Doolin asked Wolverine where the Hunter was, but she was knocked out by Jubilee's right hook. Major story arcs. Dark Reign. Norman Osborn would recruit a number of D-list villains including Emmy Doolin, the Inquisitor, and Cutthroat to break out the mutant, Moses Magnum, during a court hearing at the federal courthouse. They free Magnum Moses, and the Inquisitor is the getaway driver. Inquisitor and the rest of his crew are unaware that Osborn was using them in a scheme to make Daken look good in the eyes of the media. The villains are hiding out in some warehouse and begin to suspect that something is wrong when the Inquisitor's puppy starts barking and Daken conveniently appears out of the shadows. Cutthroat agrees to surrender, but Daken slashes his face and a fight ensues. The Inquisitor tries to smash Daken in the head with his hammer, but the Dark Avengers takes it away and uses it on Cutthroat's face. Daken is nearly killed by a seismic blast from Magnum, and the weakened Daken is overpowered by Cutthroat and the Inquisitor. They leave Daken lying in a pool of blood and run away. Doolin and the rest of the gang realize that Osborn set them up and attempt to blackmail him with some video footage of him speaking to Doolin. Osborn agrees to help them if they allow Daken to publicly apprehend them on live television. Osborn tells Doolin that he would expedite them through the legal proceedings and turn them loose when no one's looking. The media films Daken as he enters the house where the villains are hiding in. Osborn detonates a trap bomb in that house and everyone inside is supposedly killed. Osborn would tell the media that the explosion was caused by Moses Magnum. However, Daken survived and helped the villains escape from the housing project. Daken finds the villains in Chelsea and slaughters all the men inside, leaving Doolin in another room with just one bullet left in the chamber of her gun. They have a brief conversation about payback, priorities, and revenge, in which Doolin steps into the same room to confront Daken. Doolin tells Daken, "I'm not nothing, I'm the beautiful woman who let you live." The final frame shows blood and a bullet on the floor of the room Emmy just exited. There is debate as to whether this means she killed herself or not. Powers and abilities. Emmy Doolin is a firearms expert and an excellent marksman. Doolin has used special ammo against her opponents, including mercury-tipped bullets that poison anyone she hits.